So I know that this is a clickbait thumbnail, as one would argue. क्या आप 1 करोड़ रुपए कमा सकते हो? Is it actually possible to earn that much with a given course? I am here to tell you yes, and I'll tell you the exact university, and I'll tell you the exact course that can help you end up earning to somewhere near 1 CR in your mid-20s in a year. So it can end up making you a billionaire within a year or two. Well, let's talk about this course. But before that, I'm going to address something very peculiar. I'm going to address something with respect to the general discussion that you'd see on Reddit, on internet discussion forums. In सब पे आपने एक general trend देखा होगा जहाँ पे a lot of pseudo experts are arguing that there is a recession, there's a shortage of labor, there's a bubble burst in UK. All of that is happening. Well, to some degree it is true, because recession affects the ones that are on the general surface level. जो लोगों की domain expertise है, people who have domain expertise, people who have the subject knowledge, they will not be affected because they have a very niche field that they are working in, and obviously जो populace है उस particular field of interest में वो कम है, and you've got less competition, you've got a better chance of survival now, and you've got a better chance of adaptability as well, because it will take a long time for replaceability to reach to that surface level. Now let me talk about which course you can do. Well, this is a course called investment banking. Investment banking with a pathway leading to CFA. It's in university called Queen's Mary University. Well, I'll tell you, I've thought very long and hard about this, why this university and why this course, if you wish to earn so much money. I'll tell you one reason. The first one is barrier of entry. Barrier of entry in Queen's Mary University is the limited. You can end up getting into Queen's Mary with a IELTS score less than 6.5 overall, with no less than 6 bands. You don't need a GMAT, you don't need a GRE. You require a 2:1 UK equivalent, that is 60 to 70% in your Indian or South Asian equivalent in universities. 60 to 70% अगर आपके हैं तो you can end up getting there. So that's an excellent point. So the first point is, of course, there's low barrier of entry. Let's talk about where it is placed. Well, it is 39th in the world in terms of the Shanghai Global Econometrics ranking. It's top 100 in the world in QS for economics and econometrics ranking. It is top 20 in the world for business ranking according to Shanghai rankings as well. So it's doing a great job on the global parameters. Let's talk about the employability factors. Within the employability factors, you can end up getting into various fields. You can end up getting into portfolio management. You can end up getting into risk assessment. You can end up getting into hedge funds, quantitative analysts. Of course, investment banking has a great field of interest in becoming a quant or a quantitative analyst, as one argues. You can also get into a very peculiar field called financial engineering. Financial engineering is essentially development of fintech applications such as Stripe, such as Paytm for that matter. So all of these come under the realm of studying this field. Now, why should you do investment banking and not quantitative finance or computational finance? Well, I have a very simple reason. Because it gives you a CFA pathway. When you have a CFA pathway, you have a more broader field of interest. You can work in different sectoral companies. You can work in diverse companies instead of course, getting into computational finance, which is more towards development of machine learning, AI. I mean, if that's a course you want to develop or get into, well, Queen's Mary is one such course. So I will recommend, and I know it's a little bit on the expensive side for the masters. It's somewhere near £33,000, but there is plenty of scholarship that's available as well. Roughly about £5,000 to £6,000 of scholarship that's available with Queen's Mary. I would recommend, if you're looking for a September intake to get in, well, this is the time to apply. But if you wish to apply to January intake or 2026 as well, then this is of course the time to apply, because you need your financials and documents to get sorted and get started by. I can of course also recommend to you, if you're interested within computational finance, I can recommend to you Sheffield and Surrey as well. Of course, UCL and Imperial has great courses, but I talk about the barrier of entry. The barrier of entry will include giving a GMAT or a GRE. particularly it would also include a higher level of IELTS and TOEFL that would be required. So all the parameters concerned, given the barrier of entry, the employability, there's a 62% chance that you'd end up getting a job within the first year of after your degree, after investment banking in QMUL. By the way, Queen's Mary ends up helping you finding the job 3 years after your degree. So 3 years after your degree, they can help you understand, getting into the industrial field. They'll run simulational tests. They'll run mock tests, mock interviews, help you prepare to get into the global fields or global company for that matter. So that can be excellent. Well, if you wish to apply in this course, if you wish to seek more guidance on this course, on this university, or on any other, well, there's a number floating around. This number, you can just give me a call and we can set up a meeting, a completely free of cost meeting, help you understand where is it that you should end up going and what career field is the right one for you. Do subscribe the channel, do comment if you're interested, and do give me a message on this number and we'll reach out to you.